going on, guys? Today we're talking some football, of course, and today we're talking Orlando Scandrick. So the longtime Cowboy, former Eagle, recently released from the Eagles. He went on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon to discuss the Eagles locker room and even the Cowboys a little bit. So in this video, we're going to dive into it, breaking it down, and kind of see if it's any truth to what he's saying. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, which you probably are, feel free to sub and turn on notifications. It would be greatly appreciated. All right, so the good stuff. Orlando Scandrick. We know he had a long career with the Dallas Cowboys, did some journeyman stuff, then he got picked up by the Eagles and released by the Eagles. And he's kind of just doing a media tour, I guess, on Fox Sports Nets and just spilling all the info you would want to know about the Eagles organization. Now, some Eagles fans are taking it serious. They're saying, hey, this is a former Cowboy, we can't take him serious. But in my opinion, the Eagles being a Super Bowl favorite as well as the Cowboys, questions need to be raised about both teams, why they aren't winning, and we haven't gotten many answers from each organization. So since Orlando Scandrick is honestly the only source we have about both organizations, I'm gonna take some truth to it. Now, you're probably wondering, what did he say? I'm gonna get into that right now. So one thing throughout this entire interview, I watched all his interviews, he kept saying that pretty much the Eagles players in the organization aren't holding themselves accountable. Even Lane Johnson came out and said Eagles players are late showing up to team meetings, team practice, team events, and that's not good. It's not a championship behavior. Things like that don't fly in New England with Brady and Belichick. It's just not gonna happen. And Scandrick kind of echoed those same things, and he said the players are still on that high of winning a Super Bowl. You know, some of those guys on that team, when they got there, they went 13-3, won a Super Bowl, and they're still living on that high. Then later on, he went on to compare Dak Prescott to Carson Wentz, and he kind of mentioned how both those guys handle winning and losing. In terms of winning and losing, he said Dak's a first guy in, last guy out type of guy. That's what he's doing. He's working on his craft. He's trying to get better. He's trying to secure a major bag. We know this. Dak's trying to get paid, and he's trying to lead the Cowboys to something special. A playoff run and hopefully a Super Bowl win. Carson Wentz already being a Super Bowl winner, even though he didn't play. Orlando Scandrick said he's not really that guy that's first guy in, last guy out, and honestly, he doesn't have to be that guy. That's not a problem as long as you get your job done. It doesn't really matter if you're the last guy out or the first guy in. You know, just show up when you're supposed to show up, get your job done, do your job, right? But in short, Scandrick said that Wentz doesn't really put in the extra work that maybe can make him better and help them win more games until the team start losing. He's more of a reactive player instead of a proactive player like Dak that's, again, is going to do his due diligence week in and week out. Scandrick also says some guys in that locker room wish Nick Foles was still there. He said some guys in that locker room act like Nick Foles is just going to bust in and walk in, but that's not the case. And then when it comes to holding Carson Wentz accountable, like Zach Brown did, we see what happened. Zach Brown got released. In terms of the defense, he was critical of Malcolm Jenkins, said Malcolm Jenkins is supposed to be the captain, but he's out there blowing coverages, getting ran over by Zeke. He isn't really skilled enough to really be a cornerback, which he sometimes plays in that Eagles defense. In terms of himself getting cut, Orlando Scandrick said the reason he was cut was because he was told the Eagles want to try out some younger players and get some more younger D-linemen on the roster for future games to come. Now, being honest, after listening and watching all of these interviews, Orlando Scandrick is really high on the Dallas Cowboys as an organization, and that's fair. He liked Dallas. He spent a lot of time in Dallas, and I guess he didn't part the best way with the Eagles. So again, I feel like he's kind of biased, but at the same time, we haven't heard many people talk about this Eagles organization and what's going on. We saw them have great success with the RPO. Nick Foles ran it, led them to a Super Bowl victory with the RPO offense, but ever since then, it's kind of been downhill, you know? And one thing Scandrick kept saying, where there is smoke, there is fire. Eagles fans, get in the comments, let me know. Is Scandrick just a hater, or do you think it's any truth to what he's saying? I mean, Lane Johnson even said guys are showing up late. We've heard rumors and whispers of Alshon Jeffrey taking shots at the QB. I feel like there might be dissension in Philly. Eagles fans, I need you guys to get active in the comments and let me know what you think about your team and what's going on. With that said, though, I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, I earned your subscription in this video, and if I did, don't forget to turn on noties. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.